and welcome to another ASMR quantum human design session. Here we have our Relax essential oil blend to help you sink into this space, to be here now, then relax. Give yourself this time and space to slow down, to decompress and de-stress. This is a blend of lavender and citrus and patchouli. There's a lot that smells very you can smell the lavender, and it smells very earthy and citrusy. And honestly, if relaxing had a smell, this would be it. So I'm just going to smooth that in right here between your eyebrows, into your temples. You can close your eyes. Just smoothing that in. Just breathe in deeply. Allow yourself to release anything that you're carrying or been carrying throughout your day, maybe for weeks, maybe for months. Just let it go. Release. Relax. And re-see you. In today's session, we're going to be looking at a 6-2 Adept Responder Alchemist Chart, or a generator in traditional human design. We definitely have a fractal going with. It's very common. You tend to kind of attract very similar charts and designs into your sphere, and it kind of goes in cycles. So right now we seem to be working with a lot of defined sacral and 6-2 profiles. So regardless of what chart we're looking at in these sessions, every session is still applicable to you, because we all have all of the chart, just like we all have all of the human genome. We just express it or experience it differently based on our unique configurations and our lived experiences, our conditioning. And you don't even need to know what human design is to get something out of these sessions, because all the chart shows us is all of the archetypal energetic themes of what it means, or what we experience and express as human beings. So there's nothing you can't relate to or resonate with on some level. So I always encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to light our sage from our candle and cleanse our card decks that we'll pull from at the end of today's session. We have the Rose Oracle deck, and the White Light Oracle deck as well. Relax, relax. Good, 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 good. We're going to be working with 3 crystals today. The first one is this piece of rose quartz. Rose quartz holds the energy, the highest vibration of divine love. From this unconditional viewpoint where all is one, and it cleanses and clears out any negative energy and replaces it with positive, loving, infinite loving energy. And we're going to be working with tapping into and receiving the energy from this Howlite heart. The Howlite empowers you to face the world as your true self, to be true to yourself in your inner knowing. And then also this piece of Rhodonite, which helps you to repair wounds of the heart, let go and forgive, and open up to love and compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. So this is the chart that we'll be working with today. And the question that's the catalyst for this conversation is, I'm struggling with love. Longing for a connected, stable, loving relationship, but end up choosing people with self-esteem and self-hatred even. So what I am seeing is that you're coming out of this life cycle and life phase where for the past 2 decades you have been in a place of going inward, a place of introspection, reflection, of inner healing, of a place that might have felt very different from the first half of your life, where this last phase and cycle may have felt like you didn't want to be around a lot of people, and whether it was conscious or not, there was a lot of inner work, a lot of inner healing being done. You're in this new cycle, or entering this new cycle of life, Alchemist, where you are able to take all of the things that you've done, that you've experienced, that you've learned, and have it be fully integrated into a place where you can step more fully into who you are with all of this wisdom and experience that you have, hopefully with more trust in your own inner knowing, your own knowingness, there can be a feeling with the head, the ajna, and the throat connected, but not connected to your sacral and your root. It can feel very disjointed, like there's two parts of you playing tug of war sometimes. There's a very logical, factual, proof pattern type of energy versus a knowingness. That's just, you don't know how you know, you just know. And so the two parts of you can feel like they play tug of war, and one, the logical side, can try to talk you out of your knowingness and your inner truth, your intuition, your instinct, your energetic attunement and empathicness, and your sensitivity. All of that may not make sense to the part or the side of you that feels solid and concrete, or more science-based or logical. So are you aware when you are making decisions and choices and judgments and observations based on the logical left brain side of things versus leaning into your intuition, your knowingness, your right brain side of things, if you will? Is one win out over the other? I encourage you, if you're not already, to allow yourself to drop into your body and come from a place of responding and showing up and making decisions from the sacral, from your gut, from your intuition and knowingness in the moment, in response, versus making decisions with your head. So you are highly intuitive, highly empathic, highly sensitive. You emanate energy of change and transformation. It's able to be received by the right people at the right time, but it's so important that you are surrounded by the right people, that you're seen and supported by the right people, that you love where you live, that you feel safe and comfortable in the environment that you're in. And what's coming up for me is the question of, how is your own self-love? How is your own self-worth? Do you know how much worth and value you have? Do you know how valuable you are just because you're born? Do you know how much worth you have? Are you aware of your own power? Are you aware of how smart, how wise you are? Are you aware of your own gifts? Do you understand all of these superpowers that you have? That can seem like a lot to be able to be as empathic as you are. Feel and experience the depth and soul of another. And there is this deeply caring and nurturing and loving energy that you emanate that can make you want to take care of others. You can have a hard time letting go of things that are not good for you anymore. You can hold on to things and people, relationships for longer than is good for you. Have you thought about what you do want in a relationship and another person? You have to know your own value and your own worth, your own ability, capabilities, and believe in that in yourself first in order to not settle, to feel like you are deserving of someone to come in and match you at that level of frequency, that level of vibration, of knowing your worth and not settling for anything less, because you deserve and can have what you dream of and what you desire. Have you written it down or journaled about what those specific qualities are? What you would like to have in a person, in a relationship? And if you haven't, I encourage you to do that. If you have, then do you believe that you're deserving and worthy to receive all of that? We're going to take our rose quartz and just work on clearing out some of your open centers. Do you find yourself questioning your lovability? Are you able to discern what you're taking in from other people that's not you and not yours? Do you know the difference between your own energy and those that you're around? Because you take in so deeply the people that you're around. You literally sample their soul. And it can feel like you lose your own identity because of your ability to go so deep with another. It can feel like you lose yourself. You don't know where you end and the other begins. It can make you question your lovability. And you can feel like you have to prove yourself, prove your worth, prove your value, when you are worthy and valuable simply because you exist. Nothing you have to do. It's nothing you have to gain. You have it because you were born. You were able to feel so deeply. But you're here to be wise about love and value and worth and all the creative energy that we have as humans. You get to sample and experience all of this, but not hold on to it as if it was all yours, not take it in as if it was your own. You can let it all go and discern what is actually yours and what it is you're picking up and experiencing from others. And so we're just going to release all of that weight now that you've been carrying and holding on to. That's not even yours. Lightening your load, lightening the burden, the responsibility you feel to care, to nurture. You're able to feel deeply and love deeply without it completely consuming you. Before we finish up working with the rose quartz, just tap into its energy, receive, and take in this poem from Moon Omens. A soft blanket for your heart, a balm for aching wounds, I bring comfort and protection to all that's fragile inside you. A friend to lift low spirits, amend for what's broken within. I open the cage of your heart space to let love and compassion flood in. A cheerleader for your wholeness, a band-aid to heal old pain. I offer forgiveness and acceptance to replace the grief and shame. An unyielding love you can count on, a peace that settles into your bones. I restore your faith in your own heart, returning you to your one true home. We're going to take our Howlite heart and maybe just scoop out some things that may be blocking you from receiving and calling in what you truly desire in your life. Scooping out the fear that you don't know enough, you're not smart enough. Any fears of inadequacy, scooping that out and clearing that out. Clearing out the fear of the future, of the unknown. Clearing any fears or blockages, clearing any fears or worries that you're going to fail your responsibilities, that you're going to let down the people that you love. Clearing that out, clearing that out. Clearing out any fear around life being purposeless or meaningless, that the things that you've gone through and experienced don't have a purpose or a meaning. They're all purposeful. Everything has brought you to where you are today, to who you are today, and it's all been valuable. You've learned so much, experienced so much. You're here to pass along your wisdom and your knowledge and your experiences and your stories to others who need to hear them, who need to have hope, who need to know that they're not alone, that somebody else has been through it too. Clearing out the fear and the worry that you are not good enough, that things will never be good enough, perfect enough. So why bother? We're just clearing that out, cleansing that out, scooping that out. Scoop, scoop, scoop. And we're just going to take this Rhodonite and sweep it through your divine centers. Your head, ajna, your throat, your sacral, and your root. Just doing a good swipe and a cleanse for anything that may be stuck or blocked there. Removing any blockages from your head to your ajna, anything that's gotten stuck, anything that needs to be cleared out, that's no longer serving you, limiting beliefs, patterns of thought that play on loop. Just clearing that out, cleansing that out now. Stories that have been on repeat that are no longer serving you. It's okay to let them go. You can have something different that's possible to call in and to create what you truly desire. But you have to believe that you're worth it, that's possible. Your stories that you have give meaning to words, and those meanings calibrate your emotional frequency, which in turn then calibrates the magnetic resonance field of your heart, and that determines what you call into your life. So we need to have good stories, good meanings behind the words, so that way it can calibrate our emotional frequency, which then in turn calibrates our heart, the magnetic monopole, which is what determines what we're attracting and pulling into our life. So, maybe it's time to change the meanings you have. Maybe it's time to rewrite a new story, a new narrative, so that one can play out. A better story. You are that powerful. You are that capable. What's blocking you from believing it? Let's clear that out. Clear that out now. Clear that out. Okay, love. The quantum essence that we're going to use today to smooth into these freshly cleansed and cleared energy centers is this emotional resiliency. So we're just going to roll this in to every layer of your auric body. This essence has the aspen flower in it. It's known for its ability to instill a deep sense of inner peace and security, helping to dissipate and eradicate fears, anxieties, and insecurities. You can go ahead and close your eyes. And we just roll this in to each center, to each space. You are loved. You are capable. I see you. I respect you as you are. You are loved. You are capable. I see you. I respect you as you are. That's good, 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 good. So there are 7 codes that represent the soul curriculum and the life curriculum, the major themes that you're here to experience in this incarnation, in this lifetime. And these are the 7 numbers: 48, 62, 51, 42, 9, 57, 61. And they represent the 7 keywords that are the code to unlocking your full potential. So I invite you to explore these words even deeper, and initially think about what meanings you have that are attached to these words. What comes to mind when you hear them? The first word is wisdom. The second word is preparation. The third word is initiation. The fourth word is conclusion. And the fifth word is convergence. And the sixth word is instinct. And the seventh word is wonder. So I invite you to sit and contemplate these words: wisdom, preparation, instinct, conclusion, convergence, instinct, wonder. What do these words mean to you? What stories are attached to them? And you can always dive deeper into each word, into the layers of their expression in the book, The Encyclopedia of Quantum Human Design. We're going to do a collective card pull from the Rose Oracle. Okay. The Breathing Rose. The Breathing Rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. Heart healing, connection, emotions, connection, time eases. You can't rush your healing. Give yourself more love, more grace and compassion. You are healing. We can't rush the process of holding, of coming back into wholeness, into remembrance of the truth of who we are. But you're doing it. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's what this card is saying. You've been through a lot. You've gone through a lot. Those things do not define you. They are not who you are. You are not the things that you've done or the things that have been done to you. That message has been coming up a lot. Just know that time eases. All is coming. All is well. All has happened for you. Trust and believe in the process. More grace, more love, more compassion for yourself. What can you give yourself? That will feel supportive to you during this time. I encourage you to do that. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to pull a card from the White Light Oracle. Number 11, the Sacred Scar. Sacred Scar. Let's read that. Number 11. I've been seeing 11s. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain, being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and shall flourish on all levels. You don't have to enjoy the process of growth, but you can always trust it has your best interests at heart. However, do not confuse negative, especially traumatic experiences as something Spirit has inflicted upon you. Spirit would love your growth to happen in the most joyful and peaceful ways possible. As your relationship to Spirit heals and strengthens, this can be the way you grow more often than not. However, Spirit also knows that sometimes we are to move through intense experiences before we can gain access to the light. Those experiences can teach us things only those who have truly suffered and brought through their suffering to consciousness and healing can know. The lessons learned include compassion, wisdom, strength, and fearlessness, faith in Spirit and in humanity, and the recognition of the challenges of awakening whilst having trust in the ultimate power of the light. Such a soul becomes one truly badass and divine human being, a powerful healer, and a light bearer in this world. The Oracle of the Sacred Scar lets you know that your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. You are not being punished. Those circumstances have not been imposed upon you by Spirit, but Spirit will work with you to free you of negativities and bring you into the light, stimulating the sacred alchemical wisdom within your heart that knows how to distill goodness, grace, and healing from even the most terrible experiences. If you are in deep suffering now, know that Spirit is with you, loving you and bringing you to this oracle. You shall heal. Do not give up. Proceed until you are exactly where you most want to be. You have the inner spirit to ensure even a negative experience will only cause positive growth in you and your life. If you want to, if you feel guided to partake in the healing process, you can do this now. If not, you can just listen. If you feel comfortable placing your hand over your heart, take a deep and calming breath in and out. Repeat that 2 more times. One more breath in and out. Read or say the following aloud if possible. I am a divine soul on a sacred journey. The wounds that are healing are where the light is most active within me. When pain gets my attention, it is the divine wisdom within asking me to notice and learn something helpful and compassionate. My scars are signs of wisdom gained. The light can and will assist me in transforming even the most difficult struggles into holy paths of grace. Healing shall manifest completely, generously, and lovingly, according to divine timing, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I am grateful, strong, and blessed. Rest, reflect. Are there issues you believe you cannot heal? Can you hand them over to Spirit with the belief that they can and will be healed? Repeat the above statement if you feel it would help you anchor confidence and trust in your heart and mind. Ground, replenish, and hydrate yourself. You have completed your healing process. I love how at the end of these sessions that the cards that are always pulled support what came through and what was shared in this session. So I hope something resonated with you today, love. And you are all set to either carry on with your day or sink into a deep sleep to wake up tomorrow refreshed, renewed, and reknown. I look forward to our next session together. May you remember, you are loved, you are light, you are love. I know who you are in truth. I know what you are in truth. I know how you serve in truth. You are free, you are free, you are free. I am you. You are me. And we are one.